What's going on YouTube? PyroTakun. Bring you guys a quick update and then we'll get into the 2DS topic. So the quick update is I haven't really been making any videos lately. I just haven't really been gaming lately. I just haven't really been feeling it lately. I've been caught up in other stuff, living my life, and you know, I mean, gaming's really been on the back burner for a while now, so I'm just not quite as passionate about it anymore. I mean, I'll probably get back into it, especially now that, you know, the fall and winter releases are coming up and all the games are going to start rolling in. I'll probably get back into it, but for a while there, I just wasn't feeling it. Now for the 2DS, I can't really say much that hasn't been said. My initial reactions to the 2DS was basically the same as a lot of people that posted their, you know, videos right away. It was just like a big, you know, what the hell are you guys thinking? What is this? Like, who is going to buy? What is this? Who is this for? Like, it was just complete, just utter confusion, and yeah, it was pretty bad. But after I got to cool down, I sat down, I thought about it, and the 2DS makes a lot of sense. There is a market for it, and I think it will actually be quite successful. So for those of you that don't know, the 2DS is basically the bare bones of the 3DS. The very bare bones. It's got the circle pad, it's got all the buttons and everything, it's got 2 screens, but there's no 3D in the top screen, and drawing a blank here. There's no 3D in the top screen, that's why it's called 2DS. It doesn't fold, there's no clamshell design, so it kind of looks a little big to be called a handheld, and I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way, honestly. But that's the thing. The 2DS is not marketed for me. It's not marketed for like hardcore gamers. It's marketed for basically kids. Then Nintendo's come out and said that, basically. Because with the 3D, Nintendo does not recommend letting kids, I think the ages 6 and under, view the 3D because it might be harmful for eye development at that age. So, yeah. I mean, you can go through your 3DS, put on the parental controls, make it so you can't turn the 3D on, you can just keep the slider off, but the normal person that's going to be getting this for their kids is not going to know that, is not going to go through the system settings and set all that up. They're just not going to do it. So they will look at this 2DS, see that there is no 3D feature that may be harmful for their kids. They'll see the price point, which is a good price point. I think it's $129.99. Correct me if I'm wrong, but either way, that's a pretty good price point for the 2DS, which, by the way, will also play the DS games that the kids have accumulated over the years. So that is also a plus. It's still backwards compatible. And the overall design, without the clamshell design, it's going to be more durable. I used to work at GameStop for a while, and I have seen kids tear up DSs. I have. One parent was extremely pissed because she bought her kid like 3 or 4 DSs. Yeah. It's like kids don't generally really take care of their stuff like that, and the clamshell design itself just wears out after a while, so I mean, it's a bad combination. So you can see like this whole thing was just marketed toward kids with the 2D, with the lack of the clamshell design, just kind of like brickish, whatever we're calling it. It almost looks tabletish, to be honest, and I'll get to that in a bit. So lack of 3D, lack of clamshell design, low price point, and it comes out the same day as Pokemon X and Y. So this system actually has a lot going for it, mainly because of the price point. It's pretty good, and parents can buy this for their kids without having the fear of the 3D. Is it going to like ruin my kid's eye development, or is it just going to be like flimsy and the top screen's going to fall off eventually? They don't have to worry about that stuff. So yeah, it will be successful for the market that it's geared towards. Now there's also some people out there that's going to get it just because it's a budget 3DS. They don't really care for 3D, and this might have been something that some of you guys were waiting on. Me, I mean, I have the 3DS XL, like what do I need this for, you know? Like I said, if Nintendo tried marketing this towards me and the hardcore gamer, this would be a big problem, but thankfully they're not. So once you take yourself out of the mindset of, you know, this is not geared for the hardcore gamer, this isn't for me, this and that, you have to just remember, no, it isn't for you. It's for kids, it's for people on a budget, whatever, you know? But I will say this, I do think part of this was a missed opportunity. Because with the 2DS, since it doesn't have the clamshell design, there's not two screens, it's technically one screen with a little divider across the middle to make it look like it's two screens. Honestly, I think they could have just kept it with the one screen. I think they could have pulled that off with like just have one big screen. Basically, it could have been like a tablet alternative. And of course, once you start playing DS and 3DS games, you know, they could, you know, have a little black bar across the middle of the screens to kind of simulate two screens. I mean, that's the only thing I feel like was a missed opportunity. Was Nintendo could have killed two birds with one stone here. They could have had, you know, of course, a budget 3DS, you know, family friendly, you know, specifically for kids, people on a budget, and at the same time they could have had, their own tablet-ish, you know, response. I mean, yes, they got the Wii U gamepad, but the Wii U gamepad works only with the Wii U. You know, out and about, on the go, you have your handhelds. So, I think that was kind of a missed opportunity. Even though it doesn't have the clamshell design, it's still fairly portable. I mean, people do carry around tablets and laptops, like, on them fairly frequently, like, all the time. So, I mean, overall, the size of this handheld is not that bad in comparison. You know, I feel the same way about the 3DS, even the Vita. Like, the handhelds aren't pocket size anymore. Yeah, it's kind of a weird concept to grasp, I know, but just is what it is. So anyways, let me know what you guys think, how you guys feel about this. You know, maybe this might have put it into perspective for you, or maybe you guys feel the same way I do, or it's like, yeah, you know what, they could have had a tablet-ish device with this as well. But anyways, I think that's all I really want to talk about in this video. PyroTakun out.